Now that we are here, this is now our second home and something that we are incredibly proud of. I think that is the overriding feeling that I have. So when I come in and I step in it and I go to my desk or just kind of take a seat or turn the lights on, whatever it is I do, is very much a surreal, this is ours. We've built this, we've made it, and there's a huge amount of pride there. It's kind of backed up with or added to when the people that we've had come through the door are saying, wow, wow, whoa, this is stunning. And those comments kind of, they do mean a lot, but they add to what we kind of already know, trying to keep everything that we've got going on happiness-wise with us very internal, because the external stuff will come and go. But yeah, it's nice to have everyone kind of seeing what we saw before it was even this. And as you can see now, so when you do step into the space, this is the infinity cove that I was talking about, where behind me there's a nice curve which just makes it feel like it's a never-ending backdrop. We've got black curtains, green curtain behind that, front lights, back lights, daylight LED cloud. And yeah, to be fair, there's still a bit of testing to do to get everything kind of exactly right with the cameras, and as we've been learning with this filming. But yeah, there's a lot of reason to be excited, and the pride is still very much there. I don't know when it'll rub off, to be honest. I do remember when this was just an idea. I say an idea, it was more just like a dream. It was just, oh, it'd be nice to sketch out what a studio might look like if we were to have one. And then automatically what that does, it takes it out of your brain into reality, onto a piece of paper. Oh, that looks cool, or maybe it'd be better if we had this and this and this. And it was never really something that I thought would happen, if I'm blunt. And it was just there though, so I could refer back to and then do another sketch a few years later. And then we did get a studio. It's like, oh, this is wicked. What else can we do that might be kind of like adding to it? And yeah, that first sketch in 2022, it was there. The idea was then there. It was obviously in my head. I wrote it down, and then it started to expand and started to write things, almost like written notes as to what each section in that studio would be and look like and feel like, and what type of things would be in there, how many different sets we'd have. And it just grew and grew and grew. To get to this point now, to be honest, is crazy. This is, yeah, you never kind of set out and go, yeah, this is actually what's going to happen. But I do believe in manifestation, and I do believe that's had a good part to play in this. And yeah, once it came out of my head, it was one of those things that will eventually get done, because that is what I like to do. And yeah, that's how we end up here today. The actuality of what this is compared to what I thought it might be or what it might look like. So the sketches went through different stages, 2022 or 2023, another one in May 2024, and then one that we actually designed based on this space and the sizes. So there's 3 different iterations of it. And is it exactly as I planned or thought it would be? Yeah, to be honest, it is. I think when we were building it, and the kind of structure above here was going in, it was very much a, whoa, this is bigger than we thought. And not in a bad way, but like a kind of scary way a little bit. And yeah, in terms of the different set designs, the colors, the kind of plants, the greenery, all of that stuff is exactly as I imagined it. And same as this, the Infinity Cove set. So yeah, my expectations have been met, but it's been exceeded by just how well it's all come together. And Cash has had a massive part to play in that as well, because of the details that I'm not as good at in terms of, or here's what I want, but in terms of how that happens or where you buy these things from or how they'll connect together, she's much better at. So that's been great, and it's definitely brought it all together. But overall, it is actually what I thought it would be. Building this has taken 5 weeks or so, 5 to 6 weeks in total. And that's a lot quicker than we could have. Well, no, we did schedule it to be done that quickly. So that's what we had in mind, but it's a lot quicker than other people would imagine. it would take for something like this, and that's down to the details that we had pre-organised. But me and Kasia, we've done 2 renovations together now in our homes, and we really love that building aspect and kind of creating something to fit for us. We've just like embraced it. We've kind of done it before, we'll do it again, and it's been great because her obsession with the kind of the business and the aesthetics of it has grown as she's kind of really kind of seen this plan come to life, and that's great for me to see. And my obsession's obviously always been there, but it's great to have someone as close as her to my kind of life and everything that we talk about, see it, and then just be as involved and have it kind of brought to life with her ideas on top of mine. It's really kind of elevated it, so that's been wonderful. People did and do question, how is it working with your wife? But we love it because obviously we get time together, more time than any other couple could get together by working together, and we do enjoy each other's company. There are obviously harder times with it, but the other thing that's really good is that she's able to understand my pains and wins like that much more. So before it might have been, all right, cool, well done. But now it's, okay, I know what that means. That's our livelihood. That's great. That's this for next year, and so on and so on. So yeah, building it is like we're building a business together, and this is kind of just falls under that. So yeah, I guess a lot of people don't like the thought of working with partners, but for us it really does work, and I really enjoy it. Hopefully she'll say the same. The hardest parts of the build have been, it's just managing time and the productions that we've had on. I think I've mentioned it in the previous episodes. We've had a lot of productions on during the process of this build. So managing that, and then me managing time while I'm out on location. Kasia's here by herself, trying to kind of fix it all together. So those bits have been hard. We've really protected our weekends. We've kept them family orientated. Conversations obviously slip into late at night and when you wouldn't expect to be talking about it, but that's okay. That's all part of the process. And we have supported each other in that by having pure, like really nice times over the weekends. And she's just been great at managing the operational side of it. And I've tried to keep service levels up as much as possible, and I believe we have for the most part, and that really makes me happy as well. So together we've done a really good job in this period of time, and now there's going to be new challenges of managing time with people coming in and wanting to see it. And so far these first 2 weeks have been amazing to have as many people as we have had in, and also the size of them. But then there's also the element, as like I said, with perfecting exactly how this looks, feels, sounds, the light, the settings. There's plenty more work to come, but we're definitely up for it. To have this built as our family, and the additional kind of pieces outside of that is in my dad's been taking photos of the whole progress and journey. He's a retired photographer, amateur photographer, and he's loved doing it. I've loved having him do it, and those photos are now in kind of PR articles and going to be part of our website and things like that. So family is definitely something I've wanted to keep kind of close to, not on purpose, but like just doing it with the people you love, and then love comes kind of out of it as well. And I think people are seeing that, like it's just got a lovely care and energy for it, and the energy that we like to have together can come into it quite easy in that sense. So how's that felt? It's felt good. It's been exactly how I wanted it to be, and I think we've enjoyed it along the way as well. This studio represents us first and foremost. It represents us as a brand, who we want to be, the type of energy and feeling we give out there to people. This represents that, and we want people to come in and feel that, feel creative, feel at ease, feel peaceful, and want to be able to create their best work. That's the invisible energy that we want to create. But I think it does create a bit more than that. It is a place, a kind of postcode, a stamp, whatever you want to call it, for Leamington Spa as a creative hub that we can all call proud to have here. And I think it's going to have a long-term positive future for this area, and the type of stuff that can come out of here in terms of what's been created will go further afield than just these kind of four walls and this kind of local area. So that's all very, very long lasting, I'd say, and that was kind of like part of the plan. Hopefully, and we're definitely starting to see this with the kind of knock-on PR that's come off the back of this, is that there will be pride, not just from us, but from other people for us, and then also for the local area, and the fact that there's somebody willing to kind of do this in Leamington Spa. So I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but I always knew it's bigger than just YouNeek Productions. It was very much a thing for the people of this area and for other business owners, marketing managers, founders, creators. We can all maximize how we use this and what it does for all of us. No one's asked me yet, but the question that I guess I can ask myself, or someone who's kind of like getting to know the detail of what we've just done here, is like, why would you do this? And I've always wanted to, and it is definitely an elevation, a next step up for a brand, and for my brand, our brand. This is something that is bricks and mortar. It's a place, it's a physical being now. We're not just people that started working from home, and then we had a co-working space, and then we had a shared studio. All those things are building blocks to having this, our own entity. And the whole way along, we've got our values of people first, show kindness, be creative. And they are things that anyone can say, but when people work with us or for us, they do feel it. And this space can now embody all of that, and just, this is what people feel when they're in here. So really hoping that kind of comes out. So I've wanted to create that. There is an ego element to it as well, if I'm being completely honest. Having your name above a door for a building is something that matters to some people. It's not the be all and end all, but it is nice to have. And I then feel immediately proud that we've got that. So that's great. And yeah, why? I think the why not is more important. Like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do this if I've got the ambitions that we've got, and we're going that way? People are working with us that like working with us, and there's kind of other issues working out on location, and why not bring them here? Bring them to our space. Let us work in our way, and you can kind of get more from us as well. So why not? And this is what we've built to answer that. There's two kids that I've got, a 3-year-old and a 14-year-old. Hold your own thoughts on that. But yeah, it's as mental as it sounds, but the 3-year-old they haven't come in yet actually, they've not seen it. Just timing situations, but the 3-year-old run around, have a bit of fun, and she wouldn't really know what it was and what it represented. I know though that I went full-time 3 months before she was born on purpose, because if I didn't do it then, I may have got kind of stuck in the loop of, we've got a full-time wage, we're gonna need to kind of like just keep the house running and things like that. Wife would be on maternity leave, and yeah, I could imagine myself getting trapped. So I took the leap then, before she was born. Circle back to my eldest, who is 14. When he was 1.5, I set this up, YouNeek Productions, and I did it as a way of kind of telling myself that I can't not do what I want to do just because I've had a kid early. I was 21 at the time, and I'd just kind of been working on Hollyoaks and EastEnders, and had kind of like ambitions to go down to London and just work through this writing pathway that I was on, and creating stories from the written form at that point was what I was trying to do. So I set up the production company to be able to produce the stories that I was writing, and obviously along the way you realise you need to earn money as well. So it was doing a bit of both. So he's seen my whole journey of going from kind of doing 2 jobs as a young dad, and then going full-time when he was 11, I think it might have been. And then I remember when we moved to our house that we're in now, we were walking the dog, I think, and walking through an industrial estate, and there was a big warehouse, really run down, looked like it needed a lot of care. And I was like, that's the type of space that I would like to be in the future, and like have just loads of space, greenery, different kind of like people working in there, just a real creative kind of hive. And I think I even wanted a bar in there and a DJ, but that will kind of come with time. But he heard me say that, and he's not seen this yet. So when he walks through the door, I'll be very interested to see his reaction, and it all start to click and cogs turn into place. And I hope he'll be proud that I've done it and I said I'd do it. And more importantly, I hope he will see and realise the work and the talk that has been going on for the last few years, and especially the last couple of months, has resulted in this. And then I hope it kind of twigs with him like, okay, yeah, if he can do it, then I can do it. That'd be the greatest outcome of that. Ask me before I built this, and ask me now, kind of like what is success? How would I define success? That question is just so broad and vague as well, because everyone's got a different version of it. But for me, before this was built, it would be to get a studio, to have a studio. That would definitely be a layer of success that I'd be aiming for. And now that I've got it, like, this is the success for us, 100%. I don't want to just like bang, go straight for the next thing. Let's strive to get this, let's strive to get that. Although there is things in the back of my mind, but this needs to be enjoyed. This needs to be celebrated as a success for us, from the kind of literal humble beginnings in my bedroom at my parents' house to having this. This is now the definition of success for us. And the more people we get in here, great. The more other people can enjoy it, and then that will just keep kind of turning the wheels of what is successful for us. And the fact that I've done it with Kasha and have had all the family support around us, that's like the best way to do it. So yeah, in many ways I can kind of say, yeah, we're successful, because they're the things that matter to me, and they're the things that we've done and achieved to date. So yeah, that's nice. But linking to that, like what would I see as next? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like there are things that I've thought about. I think I do want to just like really lay the mark for this now, and it to be completely known throughout the West Midlands as a kind of a young and exciting company that's working with some amazing brands globally, that is making some wonderful content. So that's the immediate thing. But there is and I won't go into detail because I do want to just sit in this place and kind of enjoy it, could this be picked up and put in different locations across the UK or the world? So yeah, you can never stop and rest on your laurels too much. But the immediate future is I think as well, there will be content that comes out of here that you'll see on TV, you'll see on kind of streaming platforms, whether it be commercials, adverts, or actual interviews or documentaries, different shows. We're going to be aiming to do that with our own ideas, and we want to be doing an original a year, and this can be the base of that now. So yeah, I'm not going to hold back on the ambitions we've got. Never would have thought this would have happened. So who knows where I could kind of take the next thing. So I'm not scared in the fact that I fully believe in myself, and what we've got here is special. Whereas before, I probably would have doubted it and thought there was someone older than me or someone more experienced than me that can and should do it instead of me. But not anymore. I think it's time we fully respect ourselves as well in terms of what we're good at and what we can do. I hope when people step through the door, we're 2 weeks in, and I'd say 98% of people that walk through the door have said, wow, that's what I want. That's what we always wanted from the beginning. So tick, that's done. But we want them to feel kind of really at home, like the tea, the coffee, the sitting on the sofa, the warmth of the conversation, the ideas that are already starting to come out in like first half an hour of speaking to us. That's all evidence of exactly what we wanted.
Feels a bit homey, like proper.
The dog's in here giving it fusses and whatever, that just kind of creates this homely feel, the second home that we want people to feel comfortable in it, because don't get me wrong, we know when cameras are on recording, people don't like it. They kind of get flustered. They don't want to look at the camera, like just forget everything. If they're in a comfortable environment like we create, then the best performance comes out, and the more genuine answers that they can give come with it as well. So there's lots of that we want to give. And then what that means is then when people do come here, they elevate themselves, they grow with their business, they grow with the content that they put out. They're doing something they've never done before, or better than they've done it previously. Whoever comes in here will leave kind of with better assets and better performance and things like that. And then anyone that's going to work with us, whether that's a collaborator, freelancer, or staff in the future, they're all going to kind of grow with us as well. We're growing every day, just in kind of things that we're learning, and we want to pick people up along the way and do that. So there's a good vibe to be had here, and it's not just something we say; it's something that you can genuinely feel. To have sketched something once upon a time, and for that sketch to now be real, I've asked myself this question a few times. I don't think the answer has been one that's come from depth so far, because it's all happening so quickly. I don't think it's really settled in that I drew something once upon a time and it's now a physical thing that other people can enjoy. But as much as I can think about that, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And it just shows the power of manifestation, the power of ideas, the power of belief, all of which has grown a lot in the last few years. So yeah, the pride, come back to the pride. I'm very, very proud of that. I'd tell myself to not stop putting one foot ahead of the other, to keep doing it. That's all you can do. You're not going to get to where you want to get to that quickly. So keep building, and yeah, don't think that anyone else is more qualified than you are, because you're fully able to do it, and just keep doing it. But I'll go back to 21-year-old self, and I'd really ingrain that. It's like you've got what it takes in you. You've just got to nurture it and believe in yourself as much as you possibly can. And yeah, that 21-year-old self would never ever have thought that this would be the outcome of creating your own production company. And it's not finished yet, but that's what I mean. That's where the pride is, because honestly, if you could have seen me when I was 21 and had the obstacles that kind of I set for myself, essentially, and yeah, the opportunities that may or may not have stayed there. Yeah, I think a lot of people knew me at 21 as well, and they probably said the same thing. So this is a moment to enjoy. None of this could have been what it is now without Kasia. The kind of connectivity between all the things, she's better at DIY than me, to be honest. So she's been building a lot of things. We've done it together. We haven't really argued. There's been bits that we've really enjoyed together, bits I'm like, no, do you know what, you do that. And she's like, get out of my way, let me just do this. So I've got to give a lot of thanks to her, because she's really, really brought it to life in a way that has elevated it completely. So it's not just my idea and I've done everything. It's not. It's a case of we've kind of looked at which things are going to work where, and so on and so on. So it's been great to have her on board as much as I have. And being where I was that night, where I found out that, well, I got the email to say you haven't got the grant, to now get to me saying 2 hours later after that, okay, fine, we're going to build it anyway. We've built it anyway, and we've got it. This is ours. So for us, it does feel like a bit of a fuck you to the people that said, no, you can't have the grant. So we have built it anyway. And I hope you've enjoyed the journey of that. And thank you for all the support along the way. Please come visit, and we'll see you soon.